Yeah, students, graduates, people who have those loans. You're hearing words like saddened, heartbroken by this decision that is going to impact their everyday lives. For those who oppose Biden's forgiveness program, you're hearing them celebrate, saying that it was about fairness. I want you to listen to a little bit of the reaction I have heard from both sides and pay attention to the first gentleman, specifically the hat he's wearing, and then the comments he's making.
We're devastated by it. We were looking forward to the student loan forgiveness. We were actually expecting it. That's going to crush us financially.
As a guy who paid some student loans, you think, well, maybe they could have done a little better. Folks should be, it's a responsibility.
Millions of American students and graduates are deeply concerned about the situation of student loan debt in the United States. The total amount of outstanding student loan debt exceeds $1.78 trillion as of September 2022, a considerable rise from prior years. The financial hardship caused by this debt burden has far-reaching effects, forcing graduates to work 2 jobs and stay at home with their parents in order to make ends meet. The economy may suffer as a result of graduates delaying substantial purchases of goods and services, even financial assets like stocks and real estate, due to their heavy debt loads. To address this dilemma, a number of alternatives, including loan forgiveness programs, are being proposed. But right now, nothing seems to work as it is too expensive to be forgiven by the government. Before going any further, please hit the like and subscribe button to help the channel out. Now, let's dive deep into why education is seen as such a necessity by the public. Economic prosperity is in fact greatly influenced by education, with effects on people and countries. First off, education is a potent weapon that gives people the power to better their economic well-being. People with higher earning potential and more favorable career options typically have higher education. Moreover, people who have a solid educational foundation are better able to flourish in a variety of disciplines and adjust to the demands of the labor market, resulting in increased personal income, financial security, and an overall better quality of life for people and their families. Not only that, societies can close the wealth-poverty divide by ensuring that everyone has access to high-quality education, regardless of socioeconomic status. Through education, people from underprivileged origins can end the cycle of poverty and contribute to a more equitable society. On top of that, education encourages persons from various backgrounds to have open minds and to be tolerant of one another. People are more likely to actively participate in democratic processes and work towards shared societal goals as their education increases. This promotes an atmosphere that is favorable to investment and entrepreneurship. Even nations with scarce natural resources or unfavorable geographic locations can function better if they invest in education. For example, in today's global economy, skills and knowledge have taken a key role in generating economic growth. Natural resource-poor nations like Singapore can make up for their weakness by creating a knowledge-based economy. A population with a high level of education has the skills to innovate, invent new technologies, and produce cutting-edge goods and services, promoting economic competition and diversification. This helps a country's economy to stay competitive, which allows the nation to maintain their leading positions in international markets. Also, a population with more education is more flexible and resilient in the face of economic difficulties. A country is more vulnerable to changes in commodity prices and market demands when it significantly depends on scarce natural resources. An educated workforce, on the other hand, can shift to new markets and service sector for opportunities. Furthermore, businesses looking to enter overseas markets frequently give priority to nations with educated and talented labor. Because it guarantees businesses a skilled labor force and a favorable business environment, a more educated populace acts as a magnet for foreign direct investment. Overeducating a population, however, can have negative effects, such as problems with skill mismatch and heavy student debt loads. Finding the correct balance in education is a difficult task, largely because of the dynamic nature of quickly evolving technologies and dynamics of skilled migration. As technology develops at an unprecedented rate, so do the skills needed in the labor market. The challenge for educational institutions is to foresee these new demands and provide students with abilities that are both current and future-proof. Globalization and skilled migration also add to the equation's complexity. High-skilled individuals may lead nations that are experiencing a brain drain, causing a loss of talent and knowledge within those nations' boundaries. Simultaneously, nations with strong educational systems and better chances could draw skilled migrants looking for better opportunities, resulting in a varied workforce but possibly leading to a lack of skills in their home countries but an abundance in other developed ones. The value of education can be understood using the labor theory of value, which evaluates economic worth based on the labor input necessary for production. Populations with high levels of education are essential for creating technology and goods that have a substantial positive impact on the world economy. However, an excessive concentration of educated people in certain industries might cause a shortage of skills in other fields, which has an effect on total economic production. According to the labor theory of value, the high level of education and expertise used to create innovative hardware or software components adds to the product's economic value. These cutting-edge technology can be transferred to other countries, enhancing the value of the country's economy and the global economy. However, the disproportionate attention paid to the technology industry could lead to a shortage of highly trained workers in this area. As a result, industries like manufacturing or healthcare, which are equally important for economic growth, may experience a shortage of skilled workers. The productivity of these industries may be hampered by this disparity in skill distribution, potentially resulting in a drop in local economic output. There may be an increase in demand for practical trade skills as economies re-evaluate the dynamics of global commerce and contemplate bringing manufacturing domestically. Vocational training and technical education must be prioritized and funded in order to prepare the workforce to fill these positions and support the competitiveness and economic growth of reshoring economies. On the other hand, why not just make education free? This will help everybody. But it can't actually be done. Nationally implementing free or significantly subsidized education can have a big impact on a country's debt and deficits. Although increasing access to education is a noble goal, the cost of such programs can put a strain on a country's financial resources. Increased public spending, long-term debt accumulation, and larger annual interest payments on the nation's debt are a few examples. And this is less likely to occur as a result. Recently, due to rising public awareness and changing labor market demands, the problem of overeducation is beginning to get some attention. Societies are working to better match educational options with real-world job requirements as they become more aware of the potential negative effects of overeducating the populace. To detect new skill needs and modify curricula accordingly, educational institutions, policymakers, and industries are collaborating. Students are encouraged to seek jobs that match with the needs of the job market by emphasizing vocational and technical training alongside academic education. Additionally, as the labor market changes, specialized knowledge and abilities are valued more highly. Because of the change in demand, more people are considering alternate career choices, which helps to curb the tendency for overeducation in some fields. And that's all for today's video. Please hit like and subscribe button. And with that, Visionomics, signing out.